Hey guys, it's Eden. So today I wanted to play with color and I really just wanted to do something that was super fun and colorful but kind of pastel, so it was still totally wearable, nothing too over the top. Now this isn't something I would really wear like every day, but if I'm feeling colorful, why not? I would totally wear this anywhere. So I just want to do something fun, play with color. Spring and summer is coming and I just love doing colorful looks. It makes me feel so creative and it's just super fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Give this video a like if you like it and subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss out on any of my other videos. You can just click the subscribe button below this video and if you hit the bell next to it, it'll notify you every time I post a video. So yeah guys, if you would like to see how to achieve this look, then let's just get into it. Alrighty guys, so for this look I'm going to be playing with color. I'm so excited because I'm someone who gets like stuck in the rut of just doing like neutral looks and warm tone smoky eyes because that's my favorite looks. But I do also love playing with color and I do want to use my ColourPop eyeshadows that I picked up because I still haven't used these and I got them a while ago, so it's time to kind of check these out and see how they work. I'm really excited. So I'm just going to take first this shade. I've already set my eyelid, but you know, why not just dust a little bit of this into the crease. Make sure it's just going to be nice and ready for a transition shade. And starting this look off, I did fill in my brows already. I used my ColourPop brow pencil. This one's the shade Black and Brown. And then I put some concealer, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, on my lids. And I set that with my RCMA No Color Powder. So going into this look, I'm going to take that same brush I was using and I'm going to use this peachy shade. This shade's called Locked and Loaded, by the way. And this one, so this peachy kind of light orange shade we're going to be using is called Running Late. So I'm just going to dip into that. And I'm using a big brush because I'm going to be using kind of a lot of colors. And I don't mind if this look goes up a little higher than I normally do. I don't want it to be like touching my eyebrow, but go up a little bit higher. So I'm just bringing this from inner to outer corner. I know I always love playing with color. Like when it's done, I'm always like, yes, I love this. I don't know why I don't do it more. That's my goal though. For the next little while, I do want to play with color, especially coming into the spring and summer. So I'm just kind of building this color up a little bit. So now I'm going to take a little bit of a smaller brush. I'm going to take my Morphe M441 and I'm going to dip into this shade here. It's the only thing I don't like about single shadows. I never had any before and you have to like look at the bottom of them. It's kind of annoying. So this shade right here is called Wait For It. It's a nice light peachy pink shade. Just going to put that in the crease. Ooh guys, I really like these eyeshadows so far. They're blending so good. And look how vibrant this is. Oh my god, I love it. Now I'm being careful not to completely cover up that orange shade because I really want that warmth coming through. I want this to be lower in the crease for sure. Still letting that orange kind of shine. I want it to kind of like fade, but oh my gosh, I'm loving how vibrant this Running Late shade is. It's just coming off so true to color. It looks exactly how it does in the pan. I love it. So now I'm just blending, making sure everything looks good. So now I'm taking a little bit of a smaller brush and dipping into this darker pink shade called Making Moves. And I'm going to pack this on the outer corner, more like the outer half of my eyelid. This is really similar to the other pink shade we used, it's just darker, not as neon. So now I can't decide if I want to use this shimmer shade here or if I want to go for a colorful shimmer. This is just like an everyday nice kind of shimmery shade. It's called You Know the Drill. I don't know. But I do know I want to use a shade from my Morphe 35U palette. I love this palette. I don't use it enough. Look at this. Seriously, if you want to play with color, like, this is the palette you need. They have one too that's matte. This one's shimmer, but I find they're not like metallic really. Some of them are a little more shimmery than others. So if you're more into mattes, which I usually am, I would go with a matte version of this. But for some reason, I decided to get the shimmery one, and I do really like it. So these like pinks and these purples really are calling to me. I feel like this one right here I need to use. I think I do kind of want to use that subtle color on the inner corner, so I'm going to use this on the outer corner. So I'm just going to take this small eyeshadow packing brush, and I'm going to dip into this purple shade. I might need to use some setting spray on this one. I'm just going to use my Mario Badescu spray. Ooh, I love that. I absolutely love that shade. Oh my gosh, it definitely needs setting spray. It's not like the most pigmented shade in the world, but once you spray it, do you guys see that? It's the most beautiful pinky purple. Okay, so I'm going to take, I think a mixture maybe of these two, and just kind of go over the edges of that. And then once I blended the edges, I'm going to take a little bit more of that shade just so we don't lose the intensity. Wow, guys, I am seriously, this is my new obsession, this shade right here. Oh, I love it. So now I'm just taking another flat eyeshadow brush. I'm going to go into the shade You Know the Drill. This pretty natural shimmery color. And I'm going to put that on just like this inner third of my eye. I just want to add a little pop of shimmer, and I was thinking of doing another pink shade, but I don't want to be like too much, you know? I think adding this neutral shade is going to just really make this look nice. I wanted to make this a nice colorful look, but something that wasn't like you couldn't wear it, you know? Like, I would totally wear this look. Oh my gosh, I'm just loving how this is looking so far. Okay, so now with my big brush here, I'm just going to dip into this shade again. And just go over these edges lightly. And then also with the same brush I used earlier, I'm going to be dipping into this lighter pink shade. So now I'm just going to take a wipe and clean up the edges. I am going to be doing a wing, but just to help me see where I want my wing to go, I'm going to clean up a little bit of the shadow. So now for my wing, I'm going to use my Morphe Gel Liner in Slate. This is just a nice matte black liner. And I apply that with this small detailed brush from Morphe as well. It's the M250-0. Alrighty, so I did go with a teeny tiny little baby wing because I'm just loving this eyeshadow look, and I didn't want to cover it up with my wing. So, I just can't get over how much I love this. So I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara, and I'm actually loving this too. This is just an exciting day for me. I'm absolutely loving this Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara. It's this one here, the new one from Maybelline. I didn't pick this up at first, I don't know why, and then I saw it was only like $6 at my Walmart, so I picked it up, and I love the commercial for this. This is actually what got me interested in it, honestly. It was the commercial with Manny MUA and Makeup Shayla. Oh my gosh, it was so cute and funny. They were like acting like these were bars of gold, and it was just hilarious. I saw it on YouTube because I don't even have cable. I don't watch TV, honestly, but it was on YouTube like every time I went on for a few days, and I don't see it anymore, but it was super cute. So I'm loving this mascara. Look at this wand. I swear, I feel like they perfected the mascara wand with this one. It has the perfect amount of product on it to where I only need like 2 coats and I have my eyelashes like built up how I want them, because I do like a lot of mascara. And there's so many bristles and they're so tiny. I feel like they grab every single lash and really get in there and just make my eyelashes look long and voluminous and everything I want. I just love them. So I'm not even going to curl my eyelashes. I'm just going to go in with some mascara, and let's all say a prayer that I don't get any on my eyeshadow. And honestly, this mascara isn't messy like a lot of other ones, because last time I used it, I didn't get any on my eyeshadow, and that's rare for me. I feel like if you just put a teeny bit on, you could totally get a really natural look if that's what you like too, but you can definitely build your lashes up really nicely with this also. I'm seriously just obsessed with how this makes my eyelashes look right now. I'm just loving it. So now that I'm done with my eyes, I'm going to go in with the face. Now I am going to do a little on my lower lash line probably, but for now I'm going to finish my face. So I'm going to use the Rimmel Fix and Perfect primer. I really like this one. I feel like it does what it says it's going to do. It really just smooths out my skin, and that's what I need in a primer. So I just take a little bit and I focus it on the center. Work it out. And I did already conceal my inner corners when I put my eye primer on, so that's why I'm looking all crazy. So I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Pro Glow Foundation. I really love this. And this is the shade 205. I think it's a teeny bit light for me right now, but that's okay. We'll make it work. You always want to shake this one up. It definitely is liquidy and needs a good shake. And I'm going to blend that in with my L'Oreal sponge because I've been loving this thing so much. This is actually a really good match for me right now. It's a little bit light, but it actually looks really good. I know my foundation like always looks off on video, but you gotta trust me, in person it looks good. So now for concealer, I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is the shade Creamy Beige. I'm just going to take this under my eyes and down the center of my face to highlight a little bit. So I went ahead and set my under eyes. I'm baking with my RCMA No Color Powder. I really love this. This is honestly my favorite powder I've tried so far. It doesn't make my under eyes look like super dry, and I just really like it. So I'm going to let that sit for a little bit, because if I don't, my under eyes will crease. It always happens. I took a little of that powder on my chin and my forehead. Now I'm taking it around my mouth, because that's where my foundation fades. Probably because I talk so much. So while that's sitting, I think I'm going to do my bronzer. So when I got my Anastasia Glow Kit, I picked up this Sephora bronzer. It's called Los Cabos. It says a contour. And it's funny because in the pan it looks super cool toned, at least to me. And I feel like it looks like it wouldn't really be dark enough for me. But it is, and I really liked it last time I used it. So I'm just going to go ahead and bronze my face and contour a little bit. I think it shows up pretty neutral. Last time I used it, I feel like it looked almost warm tone, but that could have been the foundation I was wearing too. And I'm not setting my foundation everywhere because I set the center of my face, under my eyes. I'm putting bronzer on, so everything's going to basically get set by powder anyways. So I'm not going to use a setting powder, even though it's the glowy foundation, but I do want to keep the glowy look. So I'm now just going to take a fluffy brush and that same exact shade and contour my nose with it. I don't usually like to contour my nose with a powder that's too warm tone, because then it'll just look like a orange line down my nose. So this one's like the perfect shade. So now I'm going to wipe off that powder under my eyes using this banana powder from Wet n Wild. It looks really scary yellow, but I don't feel that it really makes my under eyes look yellow. And this little Wet n Wild contour kit is in the shade Caramel Toffee. So now I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of a warmer bronzer. I'm going to take my Physicians Formula Bronze Booster, and this is in the shade Medium to Dark. Oh my gosh, I don't know why Physicians Formula is like so hard for me to say sometimes. So I'm just going to take a bigger brush, and I'm using this more as like a blush and bronzer. on top of that one we already put on, just because this one's a lot more warm tone than that last one we used. Really just gonna warm up my face. And now for blush, I'm gonna take this one from L'Oreal. This is the True Match blush in the shade Barely Blushing. I love this one lately. It's such a subtle, pretty color. I just want to add like the slightest bit of pink to my cheeks. The eyes are so pink and bright, I don't want to have too much blush. So now that I'm done with all those powders, I'm going to go ahead and set my eyebrows. I'm going to use my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper Gel. I notice when I do this before my powders, they all get stuck in it and lighten parts of my brows, and I don't like how that looks. Alright, so now for my lower lash line, I'm just going to be dipping into this lightest shade that we used earlier. I'm going to be using this angled brush, and these are my favorite to use on my lower lash line just because they keep it really close to the lash line. And I'm going to put this on the whole thing, from outer to inner corner. I'm really just kind of going to mimic what we did on the upper lash line. And then once that shade's on, I'm going to take the same brush and dip into the darker pink. And I'm going to focus this only on the outer corner. Really on like the outer half actually. And then with a small little blending brush, I'm going to dip into this light shade here that we used in the crease as well, and I'm going to blend that out. I'm really kind of tempted to use that purple on the lower lash line too, but I don't know, I think this might be enough because I never like my lower lash line to be really like deep and dark, so it kind of drags my eyes down. I don't know. I think I'm just going to keep it like this. It's a hard decision. Alright, you know what the heck, I'm just going to do it. So, I'm going to take another small angled brush, and I'm just going to dip into this purple shade we used. Absolutely love this shade. I just fell in love with it a few minutes ago. And I'm just going to put this on the very outer corner here. Just to tie in a little bit of that purple to the lower lash line. Alright, so I'm so happy I did that. I actually really love how the purple looks down there. So now I'm just going to take a little bit of my e.l.f. Lock-On Gel Liner in Nude, and I'm going to put this in my waterline. And then I'm going to use that same mascara I used on my top lashes just for a little bit on my bottom. Alrighty, so now I'm just going to do my highlights, and I'm so excited. I'm going to be using the Nicole Guerriero highlight again. I love this palette so much. I just did a review, so I'll link that down below if you guys are interested, but I mean, seriously, this is just gorgeous. These shades are stunning. So I'm going to use my Morphe M501 brush. I'm going to use the shade Kitty Cat today because it is pinky and I'm doing a pinky look, so I'm going to try and go a little subtle on the highlight. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't want to go too crazy with the highlight. I feel like this palette you can go either way, so that's what I'm doing. Just going to slowly build it up to the intensity I'm looking for. You know, I didn't notice this last time. On this shade is actually quite glittery, I feel like. I didn't really put this one on in my review, so this one definitely has glitter in it, for sure. I love how it looks though. And I'm also going to take a little bit of Forever Young down my nose. I love this shade. I feel like it really just gives you like that wet look, and this one doesn't seem to really have as many glitters in it. Alrighty guys, we're almost there. So I'm going to use this new lippy that I got. This is the Revlon, I think these are called the Ultra HD lipsticks. Super cute little packaging, and I have this in the shade Blossom. It's this pretty purpley pink shade. I feel like this is perfect for this look. You could totally do a nude if you want, but I always wear nude lips, so I want to do something a little bit different. I'm putting this on and then kind of like dabbing it off. I really just want like a light wash of color. And then over top of it, I'm going to go over with this gloss from Sephora. This is called Cherry Blossom. Oh, that's so funny. This one's called Blossom and this one's Cherry Blossom. How cute. I really love this doe foot on here too. Like, I've never seen anything like it, and it really just like hugs your lips. And this is a nice gloss. It's like not really, it's like the slightest bit sticky maybe, but it's super glossy. Alrighty guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I would love to know. And if you guys have any suggestions of like any kind of looks or videos you want me to do, please leave those down below also, because I would love to know what you guys want to see. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.